Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing a little bit more news regarding the future of Ninjago. Now, according to folks on Twitter such as Tommy Andreessen and a couple of the other showrunners that are actually the main production behind the show, they actually revealed a couple of more things that have actually changed within their own production circle. The most specific one being that a couple of new writers were added to the actual story. Now, of course, new writers in Ninjago is not something that we as fans are kind of unused to. We've seen various writers come and go throughout Ninjago, the most famous of which were probably the Hagman brothers, who of course wrote Ninjago from the pilots all the way to season 6, of course returning for seasons 8 and 9 before departing again. So we've seen writers come and go, we've seen new writers come in and kind of fill the old writers' shoes, but we just got word that a new writer has joined the Ninjago production team, and a lot of the scripts now are appearing to be a little more comedic. Of course, on Twitter, a couple of the people that I had previously mentioned were kind of discussing the new scripts and how funny they are. Now, of course, this kind of means that Ninjago, in a lot of ways, is heading towards a more comedic direction, which again is not something that we as fans are kind of unused to. We've seen Ninjago go the comedy route before, more specifically in season 11. Season 11 brought a lot of changes into the Ninjago format. Of course, the animation studio changed, the actual runtime of the episodes changed, and the actual writing changed ever so slightly as well to add more of that comedic flair. Of course, the actual reception of the comedy is kind of, mixed. A lot of people just don't really care for the jokes that Ninjago has to offer. I personally think that Ninjago humor has always been kind of a mixed bag. I mean, ever since the beginning, the humor has either been a hit or a miss, at least according to my own opinion. I mean, this isn't an objective fact here, it's just something that I noticed. In my own opinion, the comedy in Ninjago is kind of 50-50, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. Now, of course, with the news that the newer Ninjago scripts are kind of a little bit more comedic, I think it's safe to say that Ninjago might be taking a little bit of a comedic turn. Of course, a little bit more so than what we were used to in a couple of other seasons, which I know might upset a few people, but this is only just a prediction on my end as well. Again, Ninjago could very well just not change their formula at all moving forward, for another change. Ninjago's changed a lot, but in terms of another change, I feel like the only subtle change that we will see is just a small increase of comedy. I mean, Ninjago has comedy, and again, some of it works. I mean, Ninjago's always had comedic moments and funny bits. It was never a super serious show. I know in seasons 8 and 9, that's kind of the darkest that Ninjago's ever been, but at its core, it's still a lighthearted, humorous show with a lot to offer for all audiences. So I don't feel like the comedy is that much of a big deal. I know that some people are gonna absolutely hate this news, absolutely hate that Ninjago is gonna be adding a little bit more comedy, but when it's all said and done, Ninjago can do whatever it wants. I mean, it's their own show. You can't really change that. I know there has been a bunch of debates throughout Ninjago's runtime. I've been here since day one. I've seen it all. I've seen every single debate that Ninjago has had with the fans and the fans have had with each other, and a lot of that has to do with change. I don't think this is going to be a big change. I'm just saying it is something that was reported. Ninjago will have a little bit more comedy within the next couple of years, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if executed well, this could actually work out for the series and be an advantage. But of course, it could always be a little bit negative too. We just have to wait and see what it's actually all about once this new Ninjago saga rolls in, probably around 2022, I'd say. No way are those scripts for this year's episodes. So yeah, I just wanted to make this little video talking about how Ninjago is switching up a couple of the staff members and maybe providing a little bit more comedy into the show. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this. And again, you can't really judge anything based off of this statement, but all we can do is kind of look ahead to the future and see what Ninjago brings when we get closer to that official 2022 launch date. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for our other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to our Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.